For breakfast, meat. Lunch, meat. Dinner, also meat. The carnivore diet. How in the world can only eating meat be healthy? There's a huge controversy around this diet. One side says it's the best diet for human beings.
I feel amazing because I'm thriving on this diet.
The other side says humans shouldn't eat meat.
Plant-based foods will be better than meat-based foods.
Love being vegan. I want to be vegan.
I didn't know what to believe, so I wanted to try this out for myself.
So what's breakfast?
Steak.
My stomach is hurting so much. I don't feel like steak, but yeah, I don't like it. This is me. So I wanted to find out what happens if I eat only meat for 30 days. To get a better overview of the results, I invited 4 of my friends to join me on this challenge. This is Paul.
It's like people say it's easy, it's not easy.
Hi guys, it's Clement.
Hi, my name is Sylvia.
And this is Rob. So here are the rules. For the next 30 days, I won't be allowed to consume the following things. No vegetables. This means staying far away from the veggie section in the supermarket. No junk food or processed food, which means I cannot eat any unhealthy foods like chips or sweets. Some carnivores even include other animal-based products like honey, milk or eggs. I won't. For this experiment, I want to see what happens if I go the most radical way possible, which means only meat. Regarding beverages, I will only drink water, no sugar. The same rules apply to my friends.
Never done 100% carnivore, so I'm expecting to feel much better, my skin to improve, my body fat to reduce.
I've been eating a bit too many carbs.
I hope that my digestion will be okay.
And then it was time to get ready for the first day of our carnivore challenge.
Being a carnivore isn't that hard. Like, I mean, look at this.
Well, at that moment I had no idea what would happen during the next 30 days.
It's 9 AM in the morning and guess what? I gotta eat some minced meat. I don't feel like eating it, but that's the only thing I can eat. Normally I would add some eggs, some spices and so on, but since it's carnivore month, it's only salt and water. So now I'm eating my minced meat for breakfast. It is okay. It's not the best breakfast, but I mean it's decent for a carnivore diet.
So each of us started to enjoy their first carnivore meals.
This is my first meal on this diet. Good morning!
It was really easy for me today. I feel good on it.
The hardest thing to this diet is definitely the morning. You gotta get used to eating meat in the morning, which in the beginning is pretty hard. So today was the first day that I woke up with a lot of stomach problems, which, yeah, doesn't feel good. I just feel that my stomach is working a lot. It's 9 AM in the morning. Don't feel like steak, but it's breakfast time, so.
At this point I asked myself, why am I even doing this? How in the world can eating the same thing for 30 days be healthy? Should I stop doing this experiment?
It's been like 5 days now. I was feeling a little bit low energy.
I feel horrible. Can't even get out of bed. And that is just so depressing because I got nothing to look forward to, like nothing sweet or yummy, just plain meat. I mean, a ribeye sounds good, but I don't have any in the fridge. All I have is freaking ground beef, and that sounds absolutely disgusting.
I wanted to know what's happening with all of us, so let me explain. When transitioning from a diet high in carbohydrates, which our normal diet is, to a meat-based diet, the body undergoes several changes. Normally your body runs on carbs and uses glucose as the primary energy source. But while being on a carnivore diet, your body changes so that fat becomes your primary energy source. And everybody reacts differently to this transition phase.
No adaptation problems for me. No detox or anything.
It's a little bit like fueling your car suddenly with a new type of fuel. At first your body's like, what is happening? And this transition phase can be very uncomfortable. And this is the point where most people quit doing the carnivore diet, like Paul, because after this he was out.
And this sucks.
Today in the morning I went out getting some stuff done, and I saw all of this food, right? Those nice things in the bakery, and I was like, oh my god, I want to eat this. I'm still definitely having cravings. It is time, guys. This is the first time that I'm actively thinking of breaking my streak of not eating anything other than just red meat, because I had such fatty meat. Yeah.
I'm just feeling like shit. And I asked a friend who is a carnivore what I should do, and he said like water with lemon helps. But I don't have lemon here. The only thing I have, it's a frozen grape. Somehow I'm craving this little motherfucker. I'm craving it. The whole week was just horror. This is so fucking hard, guys. Oh my god. Fuck you. No, come on, fuck it. Let's throw it away. I don't know how to get rid of the cravings. I think I'm just gonna watch a movie or something. Fuck! But this is the point where you have to push through, no matter how hard it is. Because if you do so, you arrive at a state called ketosis. So after a couple of days, something changed, because I have my routine. Every morning, I'm eating my ground beef. And actually, I'm craving it right now.
I no longer have any sugar cravings.
Instead, I have 0 cravings.
So far, I feel great.
It's a good morning again.
My body feels more flexible, lighter. I'm sleeping so much better.
I'm eating every day the same shit, but I'm not getting tired yet. It's so hot. Oh, but it's so good. So I just woke up and somehow I don't have a lot of energy. After yesterday, my body feels just weak. I don't know, something is changing and I don't like it. There's low energy, my mood is impacted by it as well. I feel like eating something fresh, some fruits or something, but we're not gonna stop, guys. This is the breakfast. Some meat. Let's fucking go. So at this point I wanted to read studies and see what others think about this diet. And you know what? Most of the mainstream articles I could find said eating meat does increase health risks. Meat is not healthy and the carnivore diet is actually unhealthy. I reached out to P.D. Mangan. He's an author and scientist. To talk with him about what is happening with my body. Because yeah, right now it just feels weird. He uses biochemistry and microbiology to study different diets. He's coaching more than 1,000 people and also appeared on countless podcasts. So I wanted to know why there is not a lot of scientific information about the carnivore diet.
There have been very few studies about carnivore diets because of the fact that hardly anybody has ever done it. When we look at studies on meat and health, the vast majority are epidemiological studies. Okay, so in other words, what that means is there's no experiment done. What they're doing is just observing. What it will do was take a group of people and gather all kinds of data on them and then follow them for a few years and see what happens.
If you look at how those studies are conducted, there is one major flaw which makes the validity of all of those results very questionable.
We've been warned not to eat meat from on high, from the government, from all kinds of places. They say don't eat so much meat. So who has heeded that advice? People who are very health conscious. Health conscious people also don't smoke cigarettes, they don't drink to excess, they exercise regularly, they're less likely to be overweight. Who did not heed that advice? Who said, I'm just going to eat meat, I don't care? There are people who are not health conscious and who don't exercise, more likely to smoke cigarettes or drink to excess and be overweight. This is the so-called healthy user bias.
So you end up with a group of people who tend to have healthier behaviors in the no meat group as in the meat eating group. And this then leads to an overestimation of positive effects of cutting meat out of your diet. Because the study can't fully represent the meat impact. There are just too many variables influencing the results. In recent years, more and more medical papers were published which agree on this.
So these epidemiological studies of the kind I just described to you are, I don't know if I want to call them worthless, but they are certainly far, far from the rock-solid research that a lot of vegetarians and vegans would have you believe.
So all of those papers aren't able to tell me if what I'm doing is actually good for my body or not. But there have been countless people trying it out on the internet and having amazing results.
I achieved this monstrous transformation, eating virtually nothing but beef.
I just hit day 85 of being a carnivore. I feel amazing.
So the only way to find out how my body reacts on this would be to keep eating meat every day.
Wow, that is really hard. You really think you can go all day long?
That's what she said! So if you just cook one thing, which is basically meat, for 1 month, you understand how it works. You should aim to eat as much fatty meat as possible. Once your body arrives at the ketosis state, your body has transitioned to utilizing fat as its predominant source of energy. Now, to avoid feeling hungry during the day, you need to make sure that the meat you eat has a good amount of fat in it. What I'm always looking for is cuts with a lot of fat. If you are on a budget, you can still be a carnivore if you eat ground beef. This is grass-fed beef, and this costs only €4 here in Colombia. I've been eating around 1 kilogram a day, which, depending on where you live, should be between $10 and $30. When going out with my friends, we had to go to a steakhouse. So as a carnivore, food isn't as much fun, right? But my question really is, should it be that much fun? The enjoyable aspects of food are often influenced by ingredients which are not good for the human body.
Refined grains, sugar, and seed oils, it's just not natural food. These are industrial foods. And up until fairly recently, only wealthy people could afford to have much sugar. Because of industrial methods, sugar got a lot cheaper, and so people started consuming a whole lot more of it. And also because of industrial methods, they figured out how to turn regular flour to make white flour, which keeps a lot longer. And then vegetable oils, same thing. These things were not consumed in any quantity by human beings until about 150 years ago. We are not evolutionarily adapted to it.
But try to go into a supermarket and find products without those 3 ingredients. You have to know that every one of those corporations have people on there who manipulate the food in a way that makes it more addictive, more tasty for you as a consumer. I mean, this just doesn't sound right. Food is about nutrition. It's about getting the best nutritional value for you as a human being, right? It's not about, oh, it needs to be colorful, it needs to be so tasty. It just feels wrong eating cereals in the morning. I mean, what's the nutritional value? That's why I'm eating my meat in the morning. It is day 20 now, and actually I feel great, guys. I was in the gym today and just everything feels so energetic. I have so much power nowadays. I don't have any cravings anymore. Something changed. I'm losing so much weight. I thought that I'd lose all of my muscles, but turns out they're still there. I'm still able to do the same weights, so it's a good sign. I guess I'm just losing fat. Once in the routine, I enjoyed every single meal. So only eating meat at home is no problem. You have your shops, you have your butcher, and you basically have no problems, right? But when you're traveling, you run into different problems. Because it is very hard to find something which is only meat. And one travel hack is eating at McDonald's, because you can order patties without anything else, which are no seed oils, nothing. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this now. My 2 patties. Looks kind of shit, but you can find a McDonald's everywhere in the world, and the price is also decent. So for now, as a snack, it was good because I prepared myself something for my flight. Pocket steak for the plane. Pre-cook it, take it with you, and eat it when you're hungry. So after eating only meat for 30 days, the big question is, was it worth it? My body feels just weak. The first couple of days were like torture.
I feel horrible.
But once my body switched from using carbs to using fat as the source of the energy, everything changed. Everything feels so energetic. I have so much power nowadays.
Oh, I still find it amazing. I have 0 hunger between meals. I'm only eating twice a day.
For me, it's just so obvious that meat is the most easily digested food.
I haven't felt that good for quite a long time. I've lost about 10 pounds.
I don't want to say that this diet is right for every person out there. You need to find out what works for you best. For Paul, for example, it didn't work out.
Eating carnivore is absolutely boring. It's so boring. I was pretty low on energy at the gym. Same foods, you miss the sugar, you get cravings big time.
For me and the others, this was an amazing diet.
It was pretty amazing, actually.
We only saw how much of a difference this diet makes once we started eating normal food again.
On day 1 after the challenge, I had a carb day, and I realized that the pleasure of eating it doesn't outweigh the pain afterwards.
I ate it like 5 minutes ago and I already feel like shit.
I didn't resist the chips and I felt so sick afterwards. It's crazy.
So it's now been 5 months on this diet, because after those 30 days, I decided to keep going. Not as strictly though, because I added some other ingredients. I now eat mainly animal-based products, fruits and also some potatoes, because this just feels right for me. I never felt healthier and my body also transformed quite drastically.
The only thing I changed in my life was eating meat every day.
In our world today, it's very easy to get lost in self-destructive behaviors and lose touch with our own body. This experiment truly showed me how important it is to take care of your own health. Whenever I ate something or drank something which isn't good for me, my body immediately reacted in a bad way. I want you to question and see how much bad food we normalized to eat. How does your diet look like today? It's so important to be mindful and aware about what you put into your body and how you energize it. This is truly the first step to take responsibility about your own health. And you are the only one who can do that. So what stops you from starting today? I urge you to try things out and listen to your own body. So maybe it's worth a try for you. If you want to try this out or be part of one of my next videos, I'm opening up a Telegram group right now where we're gonna talk about all of this. If you want to help me keep doing those videos, you can send me some Bitcoin here, or you can also find some PayPal links down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Bye bye.